Ziegler. Space Cruiser 201, somewhere near the Saturn rings. Who sang Ziegler?
Me. It's my stage name.
Since when do you have a stage name?
I wasn't always Coordinator Zang, you know. Before I joined the Space Academy, I was Zang Ziegler, actor. And clearly I wasn't too shabby, as I still get fan mail.
So, what have you been in?
You heard of Star Wars? Well, I was almost in that. Alien High School Musical?
One of my favourite films. You were in that?
Yeah. Till they cut my bit out. My best ever part was in Revenge of the Disco Dancing Aliens.
Not the award-winning film based on the true story of the disco dancing aliens who saved our planet from a rampaging band of space monkeys.
No, that was Attack of the Disco Dancing Aliens. I was in the sequel.
Ah, I don't realize they made a sequel.
Yes, well, it had a limited release, and my part was great, and I remember my opening line. Come forth!
Oh, look! Dani House is on!
Guess I'll tell you about it later.
Hey, guys. Great to see you. My name's Dani, and this is her best friend, Sam. Sam, as I was saying, my name's Dani, and this is...
her other best friend, Jack.
Stuffing his face as usual. As I was saying, my name's Dani, and this is...
Brother Max!
As he's made Ben.
Come on, away! Quiet! As I was saying, my name's Dani, and this is Dani. Oh, I give up!
Okay,
I think we're almost done.
let me check. Blinds closed?
Check.
Big screen TV?
Check.
Sustenance and hydration?
Check.
Hydration devices?
Oh, check.
Scary movies?
Aliens versus Hannah Montana, loaded and ready to go.
And we're done. Our full moon scary movie marathon is ready for liftoff.
Except for... Morning. Oh, scratch that, she's here. Let the spookiness begin. Actually, I just stopped by to say I won't make it today. But we always watch the scary movie marathon together.
I know, and I'm sorry. But I got my first round interview of NASA this afternoon, and I really need to prepare for it.
Well, why don't you do your prep here like you always do?
I would, but Josh has offered to help me.
You're going out with the librarian again?
He is my boyfriend.
You only met him last week.
I know. Feels like forever.
Oh, guess we better get started then. Though I don't see how hanging out with Mr. Library Nerd is better than this.
Josh isn't a nerd. He's just really clever. Did I mention he took his GCSEs when he was 10? And when he was 12, he recreated the Big Bang using just the contents of his lunchbox. And when he...
98. 99. 100. Imagine how much more it would have hurt if we'd done all the bits between 10 and 90.
Is all this working out really necessary?
Want to go one-on-one with those Year 12 meatheads again?
What you're looking at, Squat?
Your head, it's huge. Are you part Yeti? I bet that your head is so big that when you stand up, people think there's an eclipse.
When do we escape?
Too late. Time for plan B. Mash him up, Ben! Mash him up! Big time! Flash is calling!
When did older kids get so big?
I heard a rumour they're mixing growth hormones with their breakfast cereal. And since we're fresh out of growth hormones, we'll have to muscle up the hard way to keep them off our backs.
I don't think I can do any more. That last set wiped me out.
But we only started 10 minutes ago.
I know. I'm exhausted.
Tell you what. If we can manage another 10 minutes, we can take a break and then gate crash Dani's scary movie marathon.
Okay, but don't expect me to watch Shrek 4. That talking gingerbread man terrifies me.
And then Josh tried to bring a sausage to life by recreating Dr. Frankenstein's experiment.
Thrilling. I thought you went staying.
I'm not. I'm just waiting for Josh to text me where to meet him. Did I mention he's got the...
Oh, no! And we seem to be out of popcorn. Sam, would you mind?
No. Thanks.
I don't think I can take much more of this. I know more about Josh than I do myself.
Hey, she seems happy. You should be pleased.
I am. Kind of. I just wish she'd be happy in a less annoying way. So it's just this or just that.
Josh just text.
That's great. How is he?
He's dumped me.
I can't believe you dumped me. By text. It's over. Yeah, 2 words, like I couldn't be bothered to type anymore.
And on the day of your NASA interview, heart's toad. Finished. I'll get you some more.
Guess they got too scared. Night of the Werewolf Dentist. Warning, contains extreme blood and gore. Cool.
Isn't this great? Not about Josh dumping Sam, obviously, but we've got Sam back.
You know, I don't get you girls. When your best friend's happy, you're not. But when she's been dumped and got the blues, you are.
It's not that. It's just Sam needs me again.
You feel any better?
Of course she's not. She looks dreadful. Seen a corpse with more colour. But don't worry. We've got ice cream, tissues, and, most importantly, Mr. Muffin.
No, Dani.
Now open your arms. He doesn't look like much, but a cuddle from Mr. Muffin will make you feel 1,000,000 times better.
He's so cuddly.
Works every time.
Ben,
Sorry, I'm almost done.
what, being a girl?
Oh, this isn't moisturiser. It's spot cream.
And you're putting it on your hands because...
I don't want any spots. Duh.
What's that on your hand?
It's, nothing.
Why have you glued dog hair all over your hand?
It's not glued on. It's everywhere. It's on my arms. It's on my legs. And I've even got some on my feet.
I'll take your word for it. How long's this been going on for?
Dunno. A few weeks. About the time I got attacked by that crazy squirrel.
Oh, well.
I don't care, you have been admired crazy squirrel, and now every full moon you sprout hair all over your body and turn into a werewolf. You're still my friend, and I won't shoot you.
I'm a werewolf! Stop screaming now. My throat hurts. I can't believe I'm a werewolf. Oh, what am I going to do?
Let's think. We need to figure out what to do. The best way of doing that is go back to where it all started.
I don't think I'd recognise that crazy squirrel again.
Not the squirrel, the film. We need to watch it to the end, see what happens, and take it from there.
Good idea. Ah! Sorry.
Right, back to the scary movies.
Typical. Why do Dani and friends always seem to interfere with my plans?
Can't we just explain what's happening?
And tell Dani you're a werewolf. You know the first thing she'd do? Call the authorities.
And that's bad because...
They'd lock you up, do painful tests, and you'd spend the rest of your life chained to a wall with kitty litter for a toilet.
That's awful.
I know, which is why we have to keep it a secret. Forget the film. We'll go online and see what we can find out on there.
So, the heartbreak kit seemed to work.
For now, she still seems pretty fragile. Just glad she has Mr. Muffin. She'll need him.
I'm giving Mr. Muffin back. I don't need him anymore.
Or maybe not.
I've decided the only way to get over Josh is through science. I'm going to do experiments on myself. By the time I finish, I'll figure out why I feel so bad and can adjust my emotions accordingly.
So you're going to analyse yourself out of a broken heart?
Exactly. Plus, it's the perfect talking point for my NASA interview this afternoon.
Commander Zhang, what does it mean to have a broken heart?
That's a good question. In my acting days, playing someone with a broken heart was a bit of a speciality of mine. I had to draw on some complicated emotions. Pain, despair, vulnerability, anger. What are you doing?
Sorry. It's just you were going on a bit, so I thought I'd see for myself. I pulled your heart out of the drawer, and as you can see, it's well and truly broken.
Oh,
no! I'm so sorry! I'm sure I can glue it back together again.
only joking, but I had you going, didn't I? I told you my acting was good.
How's it going, Dr. Love?
What are you doing?
Analysing analysing the chemical composition of comfort food to see why it makes you feel better.
Sounds good.
And I've gathered all my tear-stained tissues, dried them out, and scraped them down to measure the salt content. Now I need comparison samples.
What can we do to help?
Cry.
Yeah? You can't expect us to cry on demand. We're not robots.
What? I'm an actor, it's what I do.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm a bloke. I don't cry, I'm way too hard.
What about that cute puppy advert?
What, the one who can't find his mummy?
What is that?
That is an acute aversion high-intensity chair. Or as we like to say in the industry, an I see. Anyway, it is designed to help the subject develop a rational response to irrational emotion. So in this case, being heartbroken.
So basically I show you things to do with Josh and you try and not react to them.
Exactly. And if I do, that red light will start flashing and I'll be exposed to a very unpleasant stimulant. Jack?
Oh, so that's where I come in. Just one sniffle, one little tear, and...
Jack playing the violin, the ultimate torture.
Why do you think I gave you ear defenders? Guys, strap me in.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Yes.
The hairband you wore on your first date with Josh. The sandwich wrapper from your picnic with Josh in the park. You'll be alright if this is just a boring book. Travels through the periodic
Table. It's the only book Josh hasn't read. We were going to read it together and recreate each experiment. Just do it, Jack. Do it.
Sorry, Sam.
Guess I got to the part of the film where the werewolf appears.
I wish I could have seen it so I knew what was coming.
You know what to expect since we found all that stuff online. You transform tonight, under a full moon, become all furry and fangy, and probably try to eat me.
That's the bit that worries me.
Not if we get these on you before you come over all wolfy.
I guess.
Anyway, if you're a lycanthrope,
A what?
fancy name for a werewolf, then it probably means that there are others out there.
In that case, being a werewolf might be fun.
How'd you figure that?
I could hang out with other lycra-pops, cough at furballs, and maybe even form a club and howl at the moon.
Sounds lame.
Plus, as werewolves, we'll be super strong and be able to take on the Year 12 meatheads.
But we were going to do that once we muscled up.
But with my new werewolf mates, I won't need you.
Oh, I see how it works.
See? Me being a werewolf is going to be great.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
Are you sure it's a good idea to do your interview today? I mean, I'm sure NASA won't mind postponing.
But I would. This is an amazing opportunity, and I'm not delaying it because of some silly little thing like boyfriend trouble.
Well, I wouldn't call going 10 rounds with a screechy violin a little thing, but...
Maybe not. But thanks to my experiments, I'm better. I'm more than better. I'm cured. Well, good luck then.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll knock those NASA folk right off their rockets, or whatever it is that they sit on.
I know you guys are worried, but I can honestly say I'm completely over Josh. Wish me luck.
Good luck. She's so not over him.
How could he dump me after all we've been through?
Here you go. Well, that's okay. You can keep that.
Thank you. As I was saying, I've conducted a series of experiments to analyse why my relationship has failed. And I've discovered it's because he's a boy. And boys are stupid.
Yep.
They do nasty things like lure girls with rocket-shaped sandwiches. And free library weekend passes. I miss Josh so much. Sorry, just give me a moment and I'll be right with you, okay? I'm back! Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
I wasn't scared.
Then why's your cushion got bite marks in it?
Sorry, how'd it go? Couldn't have gone better.
Really? That's brilliant.
Oh, did you tell them about your heart experiment?
Oh yes, I pretty much covered that area.
I have to confess, I was a little bit worried you start ranting on about Josh in the middle of your interview. Yep, I didn't think you could analyse yourself out of love, but I guess you proved me wrong.
Sure did. Anyway, enough about me. What are we watching?
Attack of the Zombie Hamsters. You up for it?
Absolutely. Looks like being dumped by Josh was the best thing that could have happened to you.
I'm just gonna go get changed, okay?
It's so handy there was this seat with straps just lying around the house.
Yeah, I know. Must belong to my grandfather from the old days.
Was he a soldier in the war?
Nah, dentist.
I need to look.
Better just be a pea, because I can see the moon rising.
Don't worry, Max. I've been to the loo many times, and I'm 90% sure I can tell the difference between needing a pee and needing
Just make it a quick one, okay?
And maybe even form a club and howl at the moon. But with my new werewolf mates, I won't need you.
Ben? Is that you?
Oh. Hey, Max.
What are you doing? I thought you were going to wreak havoc on the Year 12 meatheads.
I was. But when I found them, turns out they're just like me.
Oh. Hey there. Nice little doggies. You know, I've always been team Jacob on Twilight, yeah. Go werewolves! Hello, operator. Who do I call to report a werewolf?
Oh, don't worry. Hamsters will never do that in real life. I hope.
Sam, are you okay?
Josh has a jacket like that, monsters. And when the woman was getting attacked by the zombie hamsters, it reminded me of our first date.
You were attacked by undead furry creatures on your date.
No, we went out to dinner. But they had rabbit on the menu. And rabbit are like hamsters, but with bigger ears.
I thought you were over Josh.
You guys were right. You can't hide from your feelings. All those experiments did was make me miss Josh even more.
What about your interview?
I lied. I spent the whole time talking about Josh dumping me, and that's when I wasn't sobbing. Oh, I ruined everything. Oh, that's them. They said they'll call once they saw everyone. Oh, I can't bear to answer. Please be me.
Good day. Sam speaking. How can I be of service? Right. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Oh, it's bad, isn't it?
If you didn't want to get through to the next round. They loved you! They said it was so refreshing to meet a scientist so in touch with their feelings. I can't believe it!
Oh, I'm nervous. You think it's gonna hurt, the change?
I don't know. Probably. Which is why I've enlisted help. Ben, I've called the authorities.
But you said we shouldn't, remember? Something about painful tests and kitty litter.
I know, I'm sorry, but I couldn't take the risk. You could break loose and there's loads of stuff in here that a clumsy werewolf could destroy.
Who said I'm gonna be clumsy?
Be realistic, Ben, it's you.
I can't believe you've done this. I trusted you. I thought we were... Ow! Oh, Max, it tickles everywhere, but not in a good way. I'll make it stop.
I can't, Ben. You're changing and there's nothing we can do. Just try and relax. Breathe. You know, like on that yoga video your mum has.
What?
Not that I'd know about that, obviously.
That sounded a lot like a wolf.
And it is a full moon.
As if a werewolf would be in here. You two been watching too many scary movies.
Scratch. I need to scratch.
Just keep breathing. You're doing good.
Please, Max, untie me. I don't think I'm turning into a werewolf. Look, no fangs. And I haven't got claws. Look at my feet.
Pretty disgusting, but they do seem more human than wolf. How can I be sure?
I don't know, but figure it out soon. Even my eyebrows itch.
I've got an idea. Just wait there. Hey, Jack.
Sorry, I'm a bit jumpy. All those scary movies are starting to take a toll, you know?
Oh, scary movies, eh? Seen the werewolf films?
Yeah, tons. Fangs of Fury, Hungry and Hairy.
Whatever. So what happens in the end?
Someone gets bitten, turns into a werewolf, eats a few villagers, then gets shot by someone they love.
How are they sure that that person's a werewolf?
Well, I think the all-over body hair and huge teeth are a bit of a giveaway. Plus, they double in size, get super strong, and there's usually a lot of drooling.
Is there anything about being itchy?
What? No. Why'd you ask? And why are you writing this down?
Oh, no reason. Just curious. You may be right.
That I'm not a werewolf? Great. Then let me out.
2 seconds. Right. All over body hair. Not really. Huge teeth? No. Double in size and super strength? No. Drooling? Yeah, but you do that anyway, so it doesn't really count. Guess you're not a werewolf.
Yes!
Right. I don't get it. If you're not a werewolf, then what's wrong with you?
I don't know, but this feels so good.
You sure you don't want to go out and celebrate? It's been such a rollercoaster day. Staying in is about all I can manage.
I'm so sorry you got dumped.
I guess I gave my heart to the wrong guy.
At least I don't have to look at a photo to remember what you look like.
What do you mean?
Wow, you did go kind of AWOL.
I knew you were jealous of Josh.
What? As if Jack, till I wasn't.
I think I left something.
See what? He was just babbling. You couldn't bear that I had a boyfriend and you didn't.
Oh, I could get a boyfriend tomorrow if I wanted.
Oh, yeah, like who?
Christopher Starling.
The guy in your acting class you said smells like cheese.
Yeah, well, maybe he smells better now. Maybe he smells a bit more like cheesecake. What's so funny?
I'm just trying to imagine someone smelling like cheesecake.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm sorry. I did go a bit AWOL. And I swear I'll never let a guy become more important than my friends again.
It's good to have my bestest friend back. Squeeze!
You just lost your best mate.
I said I was sorry.
But you rang the authorities.
I was worried.
About what? And don't say me breaking your stuff, because I do that anyway.
Maybe I was worried that once you got your new wolfie mates, you start to think of me as more of a snack than a best mate.
No way. I'd always want you around.
Even if I wasn't a werewolf.
Of course. Plus, who else would get me out of trouble if I accidentally ate my neighbours?
Thanks, Ben.
This itching is driving me crazy. Oh, hand me my spot cream. It might help.
Ben, apart from your hands, where else have you been putting this stuff?
Everywhere. I told you. I don't want any spots.
But I don't see how this would help.
Anti-hair loss lotion.
That would explain the random hair growth and itchiness.
I must have grabbed the wrong thing from my dad's cabinet.
Won't he notice it's gone?
Nah, I swapped it for my fungal foot cream.
Hurry up, Jack. We're about to put the movie on.
Finally, we're all together. Got food and drink.
And crucially, the scary movie classic, Revenge of the Disco Dancing Aliens.
Sam, someone need to see you.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm hoping to make things up to you. How did the interview go?
Great, actually. No thanks to you.
I had no idea you'd be this upset. I did send a text.
You certainly did. It's over. What happened? Your thumbs get tired from all that texting?
No, wait, that's not what I sent. It's overrunning. I'll be round at 7. Hope the interview goes well. Kiss, kiss.
Oh, I didn't scroll down. Kiss, kiss, that's so sweet. So you haven't done me?
What, and give up seeing my favourite library use of the month? No way. So, you ready to go? I've got front row seats to the string theory seminar.
No way!
I knew you'd love it. So, shall we?
Absolutely. Actually, Josh, do you mind if we go another time? Just I've already made plans.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. I'll just...
Josh, why don't you just stay here? I mean, we've got plenty of popcorn, and I'm sure Jack can rustle up a drinks hat.
You don't mind?
Nah, I can cobble some out of some cushions.
So, what are we watching?
Revenge of the Disco Dancing Aliens?
Oh, that's my favourite film. I met an alien once, actually. What? Really?
Thanks, Dani.
No problem. Plus, I've got a really big library fine I'm hoping Josh will make disappear.
Guys, get over here. The aliens are about to get the glitter ball out.
I can't believe Dani's watching your film!
I know. And as a fellow actor, I'm sure she can appreciate the subtlety of my performance.
I wish I'd seen it now. Hey, why don't you give me a preview?
What? Here? Now? Okay. My part was towards the end. There was a big fight scene. Everyone was screaming. And then I appeared. As I discoed my way through the flying bullets, I got hit, thereby saving the hero's life. My death scene was worthy of Academy Award.